Hey everyone, it's Jess here. Oh, this is very bright, isn't it? I'll stand back a little bit. So my girls are in bed and I wanted to jump on here and make a recipe with you guys for really simple holiday spiced hot chocolate. So this is using 2 oils which you'll typically want to invest in for Christmas, which is ginger and cinnamon. And you could also do in this hot chocolate recipe, so this is a holiday spiced hot chocolate that we're making tonight, but you could do a candy cane hot chocolate and use either spearmint or peppermint or a combination of spearmint and peppermint to make like a minty hot chocolate. Or you could even, orange is a typical flavor for Christmas, so you could play around with that as well and really make it any flavored hot chocolate that you like. But for the holidays, it's really nice to have a warm cup. So this is something that you could make on Christmas Eve, after all the kiddies are in bed and you're sitting down for that nice cozy cup while you watch the fireworks on telly or something like that. That's what I'm planning on doing anyway. Or in the school holidays when you guys are getting together to watch a movie on a beautiful stormy afternoon in Australia, as we typically have over Christmas, then this is a really yummy warm drink that you guys can share together. So starting with a base of milk, but you can use any milk that you like. So I've actually just whizzed up some hemp seeds and water to make hemp milk. So that's what I'm going to be making this one on, so that it's a vegan hot chocolate. If you drink cow's milk, you could do that. You could do goat's milk, you could do almond milk, you could do macadamia nut milk, any milk you like. So don't get caught up on that. It's completely fine with all of them. So our ingredients are cacao powder instead of cocoa, and this is just because the cacao has more minerals left in it, which is what we want. We've got molasses, so this is going to have like a gingerbready kind of taste to it, and the molasses really helps because molasses is typically an ingredient in gingerbread, so the molasses is going to give it that really deep, earthy, yummy gingerbread taste. Then we're going to use maple syrup, or you could also use coconut sugar. You could use normal sugar if you wanted to. You could use honey if you eat it. And then we've got our cinnamon, our ginger, and a pinch of salt, which I forgot to get. Let me quickly grab that. Pinch of sea salt to finish it off, to nice and round it out. So I'm going to try and tilt this down so you guys can see my little pan here. Okay. All right, so the first thing that we do that's a bit different is you actually add all your ingredients in. So I'm going to post the recipe up, and then you add the milk last and stir it, and that's what makes it nice and not lumpy. So the first thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is add in my cacao. So this one is, so I'm making a recipe for one cup of the hot chocolate. So a tablespoon in there. 2 teaspoons, and I'm a little bit of a rough measurer with this kind of stuff. 2 teaspoons of molasses. So molasses is from the sugar cane, but it's really high in minerals and it's really high in iron. So if you're someone who doesn't eat meat, then molasses is a really great thing to include. It has heaps of trace minerals in there. And then we're going to do our 2 teaspoons. Well, you could probably, it depends how sweet. The molasses is really sweet, so you may even just want like 1 teaspoon, but we're going for like a, this is a bit of a treat hot chocolate, so we're going to go with 2. And then we're actually going to do our oils, because we're only just going to gently warm this. We don't want to bring it to a boil, really, so I'm going to go ahead and add my oils now. So I'm going to add a full drop of the ginger. 1 drop of ginger. If I was bringing it to a boil, like if I was cooking like a pasta dish or something, then I would add my oils last after I've turned the heat off, and then I would just stir it through. And then with my cinnamon, okay, I normally use a toothpick, but I've run out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally turn it upside down on a skewer a couple of times, because cinnamon is really, really, really strong, and you just really want a hint of the cinnamon in there. So I'm going to do that, and then once I've got my milk in there, then I'm going to swizzle the the little stick through. Okay, so I've got my ingredients in there. I'm just going to gently blend that together. This is literally all it is. This is so simple. So I'm just going to warm up the molasses with the spices. I can just go ahead and add that in there, that's fine. And then super gently, I don't even know if you guys can see, I hope so. Oh, my little pinch of salt. That'll do. And then I'm just going to really slowly add in my hemp milk. Okay, that was just over really low heat. So once that cinnamon flavor's mixed in, you can just take that out, that's fine. Okay, and this is literally what I'm going to do, just bit by bit. Now, if you guys have a bullet blender, you know the bullet blenders that you blitz up smoothies, or even just a regular blender. So I like mine, you know, just like a hot cocoa. But what you could do, this is a bullet cup that I blitzed up my hemp seeds in, is you can just pop it back in there. If you want it to be frothy, just literally add it into the blender, or add it back into your bullet cup, and blitz it for about 10 seconds and it'll be super frothy. Even if it's not dairy based, it'll come up really creamy and frothy. And then you could even pop a few cheeky marshmallows in there if you wanted to. And this is it. So I'm just going to warm it up till it is, you know, a nice temperature to drink. And then that's it. So this is the holiday spice hot chocolate. As I said, I made it on hemp milk, which I made myself. But you could use any dairy that you like. Sorry, any dairy or other milk alternatives that you like. Super simple ingredients using, again, the ginger and the cinnamon, which are your classic holiday tastes. So do make sure that you add those ones to your LRPs this month. Because you will use it in so many things, in your Christmas cakes, in your Christmas puddings. You can use it for your Christmas lunch, for making your treats, for making your gingerbread, for making your gingerbread Play-Doh that we made together earlier in the week. So really, really versatile, and obviously also tons of other benefits. So the cinnamon helps to regulate your blood sugar levels, and ginger is delicious in all kinds of recipes, and also really good for settling your tummy. So let me know how you go, guys. If you guys make this one to share as a holiday treat, let me know what you think, and I'll put the recipe down below for you. Okay, Merry Christmas.